Howdy there, Chimp Champ. And if you've clicked this video, well, I feel sorry for you. I truly do. So let's talk about it. So, as you can tell in the title, it says something around the lines of why your taste in anime and manga is wrong, or why you shouldn't worry about that. So, I wanted to talk to you about something that I feel like a lot of people struggle with, and that's anxiety. And when you have anxiety, you're very nervous and worried about what's coming up. And for you, for example, you're at Barnes & Noble, and you pick up Plus Size Elf, right? You love this series so much, right? You love Plus Size Elf a lot. It's your favorite series of all time. But, you know, the covers are a little bit suspicious, right? You're like, ooh, these are a little bit, Sussy Baka. Like, these have perverse things on them, and I would be super embarrassed to walk up to the counter and put it up there, right? And the funny thing is, I used to deal with this a lot, which is partially why, over here, I have all my Nagatoro volumes. Every single one of these were bought online. I bought them online because I was worried that if I came up to the front counter with a cover like this, or a cover like this, that I would be judged for it. That I would be severely judged for what I like in a book, right? Like, I would be judged for the fact that I like that, people may take the book the wrong way, right? Like, oh crap, he likes Nagatoro, or he likes this anime book with this weird cat girl on it that's half naked, or the character's got her, like, the butt flipped over. Like, what? Like, this dude's weird. And this has been something I've struggled with for a long time. And ever since I've been finding more ways to look at myself, I've slowly learned that nobody really cares about what you get for your series. So, like I said, if you like Plus Size Elf, if they go up to you and they judge you, that's on them. That's not your fault that you like a series and they're making fun of you for it. Like, you grab the volume and they look up to you like, what the heck are you reading? Honestly, who cares what that one person thinks? And that's what I'm slowly coming to the realization of. What I was coming to the realization of. I was so nervous about picking up a volume that, like, everyone at a freaking library picks up. Okay, if it's at a library or a Barnes & Noble or like a Books A Million, guess what? It's there to be sold. It's there to be sold or read. They specifically bought it because they thought someone like you would read it or purchase it. Guess what? You're not the only person in the world that likes Plus Size Elf. I promise you. You're not the only person in the world who likes Nagatoro. I promise you. And the reason they have that volume up there, or 5 volumes of them up there, is because they believe they're going to sell those volumes. Because someone like you is going to come in there and purchase it. Or read it, depending on the library or Barnes & Noble. And this is something I've, like, ever since I've got my library job, I've slowly come to the realization of. Because I'm the guy behind the counter who's going over there and watching people check out books. Like, if someone checks out like Attack on Titan or like One Piece, I'm, yo, bro, fantastic tastes. How you enjoy it, right? Or if they're like old ladies who are checking out romance novels, like, okay, cool. Like, I think it's a little weird that you're into that type of stuff, but like, why should you care that some 18-something-year-old kid like cares what thinks it's weird that a 92-year-old person's like reading a cowboy baby cheating book? Like, does that really matter? And even then, like, it's just something funny I can talk about with my coworkers. I really don't care that they're reading that crap. Like, good for them that they find enjoyment in it, but like, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't matter to me that they're picking that book up. And that's what most people are like. It either gives them a decent chuckle, or they literally don't care, Or unless they're like really awful human beings, they look at you and like they'll forever see you as like that one guy who picked up plus size elf. Like, dude, I hate to say it, but the fact that you have that much power over them to screw up their day like that, that is just freaking, just shows how little that person has going on in their life. That they have so much factuation on you for picking up a book like that. Like, that they're gonna go and be like, dude, I just saw this guy who picked up this book and I think they're an awful human being. Like, dude, do you have a life? Like, honestly, that's what I honestly ask them is like, if someone's judging you for what you read, like, what's going on in your own life? Have you read this book before? Have you read Nagatoro? If you've read Nagatoro, you may enjoy it. If I read the Cowboy Baby cheating books, maybe I'd like it. I don't know. But I'm not judging them for it. It's just like a chuckle, right? And I just want to let you know that. If you're checking out a book that's a little sus, or you're buying a book that's a little sus, and you're worried about people judging you on it, you shouldn't. Because if they are judging you for it, that person has a whole lot less going on in life than you do have right now. I promise you. And if you are checking out a book, or you're buying a book at Barnes & Noble, and it's a little sus, and the guy at the cashier realizes what you're checking out, and is like, yo, Nagatoro? I freaking love Nagatoro. Or like, huh, fantastic taste, my friend. And you'll be like, thank you. Or usually like, oh God, he knows what I'm checking out. Isn't that funny? You know, maybe sparks a conversation with you. But yeah, that's all I'm trying to say is, please, do not be afraid of liking what you like. You shouldn't be worried about other people, you know, if you buy a book and it's a little sus, you shouldn't worry about what other people think about you. Because you're a great person as it is. I promise you. And if they're judging you for it, that's their problem and not yours. And you shouldn't have to worry about it if it is theirs. And with that, my friend, thank you for watching. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day, my beautiful, beautiful Chimp Champ. And as always, go out there and read some manga, my friend. See you soon.